going on, okay? So the juice behind all of it, all right? So let's get into it. Okay. The first thing that I want to know about, okay, because I got some questions, child. I want to know if they have actually been together. Like, were they actually together? Were they actually together? Like, I know if this was something where they were actively like in a relationship, living together, sharing. They may be sharing expenses, but actually, in the same bed with each other. Like, you know, couples are, because just because you've been with someone for a long time, and even though I believe we've seen some indiscretions with Snoop Dogg over his wife, I just want to know if they were operating like a couple over the last 2 years. Spirit, show me. Were they living together within the last 2 years? Were they having sex? Were they actually intimate, like operating like a full-on couple in a relationship? All right. We have sacrifice, authority, throat chakra, heart chakra. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that over the last 2 years, there definitely was transformation. We have transformation as the last card, definitely a transformation of the relationship. There were blocks in the heart chakra, blocks in the throat chakra, so they was not communicating. There wasn't any kind of like romantic feelings between the two with the heart chakra, the number 4 here, okay? So right before 2020 ended, this relationship just wasn't going to make it through the gate, okay? Is what I'm seeing here. Snoop Dogg was the one with the money, the authority right here. She had made many sacrifices. So y'all, the way this is coming out in the beginning, it's like she was tired. I feel as though she was tired. Like she had already made the sacrifices to do like her wifely duties, to let him run the household, and even if it sacrificed her ego, because y'all know Snoop Dogg is a mess, honey. I think that song called "Sexual Seduction" that was like the soundtrack to a porn. Okay, and so she swallowed a lot of her pride to keep the relationship going, is showing here. And so this transformation that the relationship is going on was already in motion. Okay, it was already in motion. This brings me to another question. I'm going to hold that question off because I have a series of questions that I want to find. Okay, I want to know, was Snoop Dogg this authority figure, because he was the one with the money, he was the one with the career. I think he has a show with Martha Stewart. He has the game show. So he has a TV show with Martha Stewart, game show. He's making still residual income from his music. So he was most definitely the authority figure in the relationship. What I want to know is, was Snoop Dogg still sexually attracted to his wife? Let's look. Let's look at that. Spirit, show me if Snoop Dogg was still sexually attracted to his wife. Okay. Material and spiritual prosperity, base chakra, harmony, solitude. Okay. And temptation. You guys seeing this shit, this, you are seeing this play right out. Even at the back we have balance, okay? Which is the magician, but I believe Snoop Dogg's a Libra, even though the magician isn't always necessarily attached to I believe it's Gemini and Virgo. I just get Libra vibes with this particular balance card. But he loves his wife. He loves her. Don't get me wrong. He loves his wife. Clearly, he was there to support her material and spiritual prosperity. He wanted to keep things balanced. This is the lover's card, also indicative of outside clandestine affairs. But there was still something that I believe after so many affairs that his wife and him stopped responding to each other sexually, because the base chakra is indicated here. So it was easy for him to get into temptation because of the way the relationship manifested over the years, with the subsequent, the types of affairs. It was like, it wasn't enough that it was affairs, it was the type of affairs that broke her heart. And I believe that she wants her husband because she loves him, and she feels like it's her duty in society, pressures a woman to be a wife under all circumstances, and I believe that that's what kept the relationship going. But her heart, as it relates to this relationship, and his heart, even his actions broke his heart, and her responses to his actions broke his heart. Her heart was broken by his actions, and even his responses to her actions. It's kind of like they mirrored each other, but they both loved each other. Their love has transcended romantic love. It's more like familial love, right? But it's not enough passion in the relationship because of the fact that they've been broken down sexually. You got to remember, they've seen each other at their worst, right? And so the type of betrayals that take place between people who have been childhood sweethearts, it hits different than it do for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting right here. I believe that by her being alone a lot, because of him traveling, he had opportunity most definitely for temptation. But he feels responsible for her still financially, irregardless to the divorce. He feels responsible for her financially. Okay? All right. My next question here. I mean, that's answered quite a lot. That's answered quite. Oh, okay. I want to know if Celina Powell truly is the straw that broke the camel's back. Is Celina Powell truly the straw that broke the camel's back? Let's see. Yeah, because it's something about her being tired of being publicly embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting here. It's something about her wanting to now have a life where she can be proud of herself. She doesn't want the embarrassment that comes with being his wife, knowing that he's going to have access to those behaviors, and she doesn't value that anymore because she's taking it personally. You know, because she loves him and she sees that it may be something he can't break from because it's a temptation. It shows here temptation. That's all it is. That's all she wrote. He loves her. He loves his wife, but he can't keep his dick in his pants. Dare I say it? Okay. So okay. So let's see here. But Celina Powell, the final straw that broke the camel's back. I'm gonna tell you something. I will say this much. I'm actually surprised, but when I look at this, I think that was it. Like, I think that was it. Like, I think that because Celina Powell, because it's showing here sacral chakra, but we oftentimes have to look at the sacral chakra when it comes to producing children and it becoming public. And I believe that she didn't want to carry on her back. I believe that brings me to another. Okay, I got another question. Then y'all, we're gonna go ahead and end this. We done been on this for looks like right at about 10 minutes, but okay. My question here is because she's worried that his actions next time could produce a public child outside of their marriage, and she does not want to carry that. So she's rejecting this. She's tired of it, discontent and boredom. Like, after you do something so much, any passion somebody has, they it's just, it's the end of it. Okay. So, okay. So now that we have that, we're understanding this. All right. Finally, has Snoop Dogg had children outside of the relationship to make her see this as a threat publicly? Has Snoop Dogg had children that we do not know, that the public doesn't know about, um, outside of their marriage, that cost them financially? Because we got material harvest, triumph, almost as if this is how he's done it to her before, but now it's been made public. Okay, does Snoop Dogg have children outside the marriage, and she doesn't want to live through that anymore? Talk to me about that. Deception and envy, heartache and loss, destiny, suffering and silence, and moving on. I mean, you guys see it. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this up. Moving on. She's been. It's. There are children we don't know about that Snoop Dogg has had, and it's affected their family financially. And this situation looks like a similar situation. It's almost as if even Celina Powell, because when Celina Powell played with Offset and showed that she would put on that front as though she had a baby, right? And Snoop Dogg has had previous children that we don't know about, okay? That she's had to stay married to, his wife has to stay had to stay married to him, or she decided to through that and endured that. She saw this girl as a red flag, that he was being very reckless, and that he could send her through that same deception and envy again, okay? And heartache and loss. She didn't want to experience this again, and be by his side through what that did to the family, what it did to his children. Like, it wasn't even his moves. Like, yeah, he did the porn thing, he had groupies and all of that. That wasn't something, like, she already understood that. But where it got real for her is once he was making children outside of their marriage. And I think that because he's done it before, he may have, you know what, he may have 3 kids. He may have 2 to 3 children outside of their marriage. Okay, you guys are gonna have to let me know. I don't know much about Snoop Dogg and his family, but it's like 2 or 3 children. Okay, yeah. At the she's been patient at the bottom of the deck here. So, yeah, I would say that I actually am surprised. I was thinking that the marriage was already over with, and we pretty much see that, But I didn't think that Celina Powell was the one decision that made her make that choice. But I'm seeing that it is. Okay, so let me confirm that in the reading right here. We already know that the breakup has occurred, but we, know a little bit more about how it led up to it. All right. I love you guys. This is your girl Nala-Ife. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope you learned some things in this reading, about really the breakdown. Sometimes, the breakdown in relationships and marriage, and maybe this will serve as some sort of understanding for people who want to attempt the marriage path, or people who are maybe don't want to get married. Maybe there are some principles that you in your individual life can take from seeing this celebrity situation unfold, that may help you or educate you on what to do or what not to do. Okay? I love you guys. This is your girl signing off. I will see you soon for more of your horoscope tarot scopes. Okay? Peace.